Hello, and welcome to Briarwood Holdings, where bulk is your number one priority. Today we're going to talk about the best reprints from MTG's Secrets of Strixhaven. Not a bad set, still haven't opened any, but I'm getting around to it. Now is a good time to stock up on, stock up. With prices around Strixhaven, Secrets of Strixhaven starting to settle down, it's a good time to comb through the set in its entirety and stock up, no pun intended, on affordable playables from the collection. With Strixhaven, Secrets of Strixhaven, the Mythical Archives, and the Commander subset brought a ton of exciting reprints, giving players a fresh wave of easily accessible cards. The best reprints from Magic the Gathering's Secrets of Strixhaven. Crop Rotation. Irma the Sky Ruin. Nature's Lore. We're going to take a look at these three right here. Oh, look, we can read about something. We'll get back to that. Today, I'll be taking you through some of the noteworthy reprints from Secrets of Strixhaven. Well, not exhaustive. There's a ton of desirable reprints that can help grow your collection while keeping things affordable. I'll mostly be covering cards from Commander, Secrets of Strixhaven, and Mythical Archives, as these subsets saw more reprints on average compared to previous releases. Now, well, that's weird. Currency Converter. What does this do? Let's take a gander at this one. Currency Converter. Ooh. Commander, Strixhaven. It's in Strixhaven Commander. Whenever you discard a card, you may exile that card from the graveyard. 2. Draw a card, then discard a card. Put a card exiled with this artifact into your graveyard. If it's a land card, create a treasure token. If it's a non-land card, create a 2/2 black rogue creature token. So it's a creature. It's a creature generator is what it is. Look at that, 2 for 2. That's actually a pretty good card. Maybe for sale. Ooh, 417. First appearing in Commander Streets of New Capenna, Currency Converter's uniquely powerful card. Yeah, it is. For a single colorless mana, the converter allows you to exile the card instead of discarding, converting those exiled cards into value as the game progresses. The card also works nicely with this card. What is this card? This card is a 2 for 5. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. +1. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards, then mill a card. What's this? -4. Spirits you control gain double strike and vigilance until the end of the turn. Quantoria's History Chaser can be your commander. Yeah, well, it's a legendary. It's a $2 card. What is this? -4. Might be negative, yeah. Anyway. Lorehold Spirit Commander deck is where he's from. Huh. It's an elephant. As the discarded card still enters the graveyard before being exiled, meaning you'll create a spirit token from each card discard. It's a potent card, and one that sees play in Commander and Vintage Cubes, since Currency Converter is a nice target when resolving Urza Saga's third chapter. At the time of publication, the recent printing of Commander Secrets of Strixhaven, well, it's a tongue twister and a half in it, is the most affordable printing of the card, and it isn't close. Return the Favor, Mystical Archives. What is this card? Return the Favor, Secrets of Strixhaven, Mythical Archives. This card is a spree. It's twofer. Choose one or more additional costs. +1, copy target instant spell, sorcery spell, activate ability, or triggered ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. +1, change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. It's an uncommon. It's an instant. Ooh, nearly. 3,837 cards listed. Hey, Ramen ain't leash. The Mystical Archive is the bonus sheet supporting Secrets of Strixhaven's release and houses some of the most iconic instants and sorcery spells. Return the Favor is one of the many and was first printed in Outlaws of Thunder Junction. For a scalable mana cost, Return the Favor permits you to copy abilities of spells, where you may choose new targets for the copy. Or as you can change the target of a target spell or ability with a single target. I have no clue what that means. Alternatively, you can pay for both. These styles of effects are much loved in Commander, given the sheer amount of spot removal, powerful abilities, and effects that appear in the format. As a result, this means you're always going to get some sort of value with Return the Favor in a 4-player game, making it the best wild ricochet style effect we've seen in a while. With the Mystical Archives printing, this makes the card extremely affordable and one that's worth stocking up on. What's wild ricochet? What is this? What is this? Wild Ricochet, Commander Legends. It's twofer. You may choose new targets for target instant or sorcery spell, then copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. I wonder who, thinks of this. Shooting up it's already up 10% on 3 months. What was it on the 1 month? 28% on the 1 month. 1,400 for sale. It's a good card. I'm gonna write some of these down. Keep track of some of this stuff. Maybe do something. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna get a pen and paper. My pen. Click, 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 click. Dizzy paper. cards to watch. Wild. See what some of these cards do by watching them. Rick. Commander Legends. Cost? We're gonna go market price. 32 cents. We're gonna watch this card. That one in Return the Favor. We're gonna watch Return the Favor too. Number 2. Return the Favor. Even. Next is Olzoth the Shattered Spire. What does this card do? Olzoth the Scattered Spire. Commander, Secrets of Strixhaven. If one or more +1/+1 counters would be put on an artifact or creature you control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on it instead. 1G, 1 green. Put a +1/+1 counter on a target artifact or creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. Cycling 2. 2, discard, draw a card. Rare. Down a lot. 6% of the month. We're gonna watch these cards. I'm gonna write this down. Hold on a minute. See what some of these cards do. Shattered Spire. Secrets. $4.86. I like this card though. It's pretty. Keep moving. First printed in March of the Machine, Olazoth the Shattered Spires, an excellent reprint, and appears in the Quadridex Unlimited Precon deck. Yeah, the secrets of Strixhaven. Enabling you to distribute extra 1+1+1 counters on artifacts and creatures you control. Inspire shares many comparisons with hardened scales, but this one can enable itself and be crushed in several fresh cards drawn too late. Any card that inherits the ability to bolster +1+1 counters is especially popular in Commander. With the release of Final Fantasy bringing a new wave of players, that's when I got it, is when Final Fantasy kind of came out, but near the tail end of it. Bringing a new wave of players to appreciate the archetype due to the printing of Titus Unis Guardian. Currently, it's the Commander Secrets of Strixhaven printing that's the cheapest, which presents a good opportunity to snag a copy or two for future use. See? Everybody's thinking about their future. Stock up. That's not a sign. I don't know what is. What does this card do? Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and then the rest of the bottom of your library in any order. Sorcery. 2. 2 cost 2. Almost 100%. Ooh, nearly 2,140. Still a $2 card. $3 card. The same sentiment applies to Stock Up from Mystical Archive, a card that continues to see extensive play in constructive formats. First printed in Aether Drift, Stock Up quickly became a standard, modern, and vintage staple. Since you're able to look at the top 5 cards and put 2 of those in your hand, you aren't drawing the cards either. Meaning you're immune to taking any Orcish Bowmaster's damage while resolving a spell. The Aetherdrift copy of the card quickly became $10 uncommon due to a universal competitive demand. Still, with the reprint in Mystical Archives, you can snag up a copy of Stock Up for around $1. This is probably the best reprint from Streakers of Strixhaven in my opinion, as its card as a card you'll want to own if you play enough competitive Magic. It remains one of the best printings of this effect. There's an outside chance the card could climb up in value once we're past Secrets of Strixhaven, but that will depend on a competitive demand long term. Moonshaker Cavalry. That's a nice card. What do you do? Moonshaker Cavalry Commander, Secrets of Strixhaven. Jeez, 5 for 6. 568. Flying. When this creature enters, creatures you control gain flying and get +X until the end of the turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Well, that's a good card. Let's write it down and watch it. I got the hiccups. Moonshaker Cavalry. Commander. Secrets. Strixhaven. Cost $5.68. keep an eye on you, Moonshaker. Another solid reprint in the lower hold Spirit Commander deck is Moonshaker Cavalry, which is essentially White's take on Bam! Tarkir for 8 mana. That's 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spirit Knight can give each creature you control flying and plus X, where X is the number of creatures you control. It's a game ender, and one that's becoming a popular addition to play in Commander. Since the card's original printing in Wilds of Eldraine, demand around Moonshaker Cavalry has remained consistent, with this recent printing being the most affordable printing at the time of publication. Winds of Abandonment. Winds of Abandon, what do you do? Speaking of white cards, Winds of Abandonment saw a reprint in Mystical Archive. A desirable one from an own of its subset. The first printed in Modern Horizons, Winds of Abandon meshes both Cyclonic Rift, that's pretty good, and Path to Exile. Allowing you to sweep the board at any cost of giving your opponent a basic land for each creature exiled this way. Scalable removal is ideal in formats such as Commander, and is currently the most affordable copy of the card along with brand new art. Let's see what it does. Winds of Abandon. It's a twofer. Exile target creature you don't control. For each creature exiled this way, its controller searches their library for a basic land card. Those players put those cards into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Overlord for white. You may cast a spell for its overload cost. If you do, change target in its text to each. Sorcery. $6 card. Winds of Abandon. We're going to wait a week and come back and see where these cards are. On to the next one. Bitterhorn Essence Animus. Nessus Animus. With the release of Final Fantasy, various equipment cards saw extensive price shifts in the secondary market, and the Bitterthorn Nessus Animus was one of these. First printed in Commander, March of the Machine. The card is a Pyrexionized take on Sword of Animus, where you'll grab a basic land and put it into whenever the equipped creature attacks. This version comes with Living Weapon, meaning you'll create a Phyrexian Germ token as the card enters play. Since this card's first printing, Bitterhorn has become a must-have for the equipment commanders in Cloud, Midgar Mercenary, and Gilgamesh Art of Arms, as it's a suitable mana ramp in colors that aren't known for it. These reprints in Secrets of Strixhaven, Bitterhorn's price has begun to fall, creating a good opportunity to snap a copy or two. Bitterhorn, Nessa's Animus Commander, Secrets of Strixhaven. Living Weapon. When this equipment enters, create a 0/0 black Phyrexian Germ token, then attach this to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card. Put it into your battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Equip 3. It's a rare. Write her down. Patchwork Banner. During Bloomburrow's release, Patchwork Banner quickly became one of the best-selling cards of the year. Temple archetypes remain evergreen in Commander, as it's often preferred way to engage with singleton format if you're more casual. With Secrets of Strixhaven, Patchwork Banner saw a much-needed reprint and has since dropped to a few dollars, making it a solid pickup from the release. Due to the popularity of the Tepel archetypes in Magic, it wouldn't be a huge opportunity or surprise to see this one rebound in value once there's a distance between Secrets of Strixhaven. A mana generating artifact that becomes a passive boost for creatures if the chosen type is the ideal, and is one of the more subtle pushed options from Boomborough. Patchwork Banner. Six cards. As this artifact enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. Add 1 mana of any color. 363 quantity. It's only for sale right now. 363. It's not moved. It's only a little bit. It's down, or it's up. Down, down. No, it's flat. Fire Main Commando. Angels are another popular typo strategy to play in Magic, and Fire Main Commando saw a notable reprint in the Commander Secrets of Strixhaven release. This also first appeared in Commander March of the Machine, and draws you a card whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures. A commando can also create some tension on the battlefield by rewarding the opponent with card draw, if they attack another player with 2 or more creatures. With this option, such as Gaiada, Font of Hope, remaining popular options to play in Commander. This reprint of the Commander is a nice one to pick up for future use. What do you do? Fire Commander. $0.72. What do you do? You're flying. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Whenever another player attacks with 2 or more creatures, they draw a card. If none of these creatures attack you, it's a pretty good card for price. 3 for 3. Yeah? 4. Sorry. Well, we'll be watching these cards and we'll come back and see if they've changed in price. How's that sound? Remember, bulk is your number one priority. Subscribe for more. Later.